Good morning, everyone. Today is January 10th, Tuesday. Uh, Big Daddy Powell will be the wild card today. He speaks at 9 a.m. Most likely will be moving the market for us. Unfortunately, he's speaking before the market open. I like it personally when he speaks after, but be careful if you're trying to trade. The market's moving really quick and really whippy. You may want to wait for it to settle down. Remember, we get contraction, then we get this expansion phase before we start the trending phase. A lot of times, IV's going nuts in that area, so in that expansion area. So you may want to chill out because you could take a big loss. Could get lucky and get a big win, but you could take a huge loss, uh, even with a fairly good setup, just by the way the candles move. So we need to be careful there. Crude, nice move yesterday. Ended up giving half of it back. It's up this morning. Bond, strong move yesterday. Gold, nice move yesterday. VIX gapped up yesterday and held it. Also gapped up again today. Bitcoin up a little, holding the 17 area. The dollar, we talked about new 52-week lows yesterday, and we got that yesterday. And as you can see, we're still down this morning. So our oscillators, 182 New York Stock Exchange. We are 213 on the NASDAQ. Remember yesterday we talked about volume coming into the NASDAQ at market open at, it was, I guess, around 11 a.m., 10:30, 11. We noticed how the NASDAQ had uh, more than daily average volume at that point in time. So that's helping that. So we also have the put to call ratio is back in neutral. Let me turn. I'm just going to silence Charlie. So advanced decline lines are holding in. Breath still leading up here. So the SPY. Let's go to the SPY. We posted some charts. We've been talking about a setup, possible setup forming. Just keeping our eye on it. But I do want to go in here. Let's go to the 30 right now. So you have this head and shoulders pattern right here. Now, Powell's going to change everything up, but you got a small shoulder, you got a head, you got a shoulder. So this is what we're looking at right now on the 30. So we have an intraday head and shoulders pattern. You can see it on the 15. So we need to keep an eye on that today. So our first levels that we're going to be paying attention to, and please keep in mind that this market's most likely going to change after Powell, so we won't be looking at the same market. All right, let's get this right here. So 387.06 will be our first level of resistance. We need to take that out. That's a big level. We're getting back into the range. So then we have 384.10, 381.79, 379.70, 376.67 if we pull all the way back. If we try to push today, 389.58, 392.11, 394.84. Now, yesterday's high, always remember previous day's highs and lows. So yesterday's high, yesterday's low. There's always numbers that we need to keep an eye on. Let's go out a little bit. I remember this gap here, so we got that filled. We do have another gap, so we get above 394. We have a good ways to go, but we do have another gap up there. So let's go to coin. Coin had some restructuring news come out this morning. Made a nice move off from it. Looks like it's crashing back down. Let's go intraday here. So trying to hold this 38 level and broke back below that. So we can look for 38 for resistance. You can look for yesterday's low for possible support here. Given this whole move back, unfortunately, maybe they may come for it, laying off a bunch of people. It just sounds like they're totally restructuring, which is a good thing. So we will keep an eye on this one today. When I first seen it this morning, I was kind of hoping it would be a bullish catalyst. Maybe we could get a honey badger if the market pulls back today. So let's look at Tesla. Tesla had news. A lot of orders come in China after lowering the price, which was good for Tesla. Let's go to the intraday. And you can see here we are moving lower. So 118.29 is a level of support for that. Don't have a lot of touch points in that area. I'm actually going to move that one down. Unlock it. Let's change that. Let's move it right here. So 117.85, 89 area. Keep an eye on that. If we can, if we take that out and move lower, it'd be 115.91, 114.30, then 112.03. 112.03 is a big level. If we try to push, obviously we got to take out yesterday's high first, then 124.03. Tesla provided some good trades yesterday. I was able to get two different trades off from it. Did very well with it. 129.60. If we take out the 124.03, what do we have next? Let's go to Boeing. Uh, Boeing, I like this chart. Oh, so we've been watching Boeing for a while. It's had a ton of relative strength. But if we were watching the intraday chart, I talk about this setup all the time. When you see that, what would you expect? A move back down towards the 9. I don't know if we'll make it back down towards the 9 or not, but that's what it looks like there. You can see we had a big move down. Now, Boeing did get I believe, an upgrade this morning. Uh, I know Delta Airlines, United Airlines, and American Airlines all got price target increases, but Boeing, I think we may get a move down off this one today, just because that's what technical analysis is telling us. Same setups we look at all the time. So let's go to Apple. So let's get these indicators off. Now you can see the same setup here on Apple. Possible, the SPY is a little more defined. So definitely not perfect, but you can see it. So we got this 130.04, basically 130 for support. If we lose that, 127.85, 125.89, 124.17. If we push today, 131.48, 134. We got to take out yesterday's high and then 134. So let's go to AMD. So AMD made a nice move yesterday as well. Ripped up, run right into our 68.79 struggle. Was able to push to a little bit and then give it back in the afternoon. Uh, Daily, so we were expecting some movement on the market. Daily and Bostic's come out speaking, and then we had consumer credit come out, which was extremely hot, letting us know the whole country is maxed out basically on their credit cards. Everybody's living on credit. So that could lead to some troubles coming up into the future. We will definitely keep an eye on that like we always do. So let's go to VYNE. This had some news yesterday. I believe it was something to do with FDA. This thing popped after hours yesterday. Would have made a great trade. I was just come back into the room when Charlie was talking about it, and I didn't even go after it. But it did make a nice move here. So you got a small cap here at 34 cents. This is worth keeping an eye on today. Definitely, you could see it's been getting some action here. So you can see we need to clear the 50, which we are above the 50. Let's go back here. Let's do this. Let's put a line in. I'm going to put a line in at the peak. Basically, let's go intraday. Watch that right there. You can see your 200 is resistance, but we're above the 200, possibly 35. Let's go back. Where are we at right now? Nope. So we are below the 200. So if we try to push on this one today, you're 200, then you have this gap here that looks like what needs to be filled. So watch that gap if you're interested in trading that one. Let's go to the video. Actually, my first time looking at that chart in a long time. I used to trade that when I was trading gap and goes real heavy. The video, man, our levels work out good with the video. 160.13 resistance, 156. 156.32 resistance slash support. If it's snaking around this level, we need to clear that or get rejected. 153.08, 149.98. If we try to push today, see what's above one. Looks like 164.08 would be also resistance. And you can see we've had test at this level. So all our levels had test on it. They're all definitely worth watching. That's basically about it this morning. Powell's going to set the market kind of quiet, waiting on Powell. Please keep in mind that discipline is the key to your success in trading. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the trading room.